Hi, good morning, everyone. Last day I covered about five number summary, but I did not go through uh, in detail. However, we have to use five number summary in upcoming sections. So this is the summary of those five number summary. Five numbers, as it mentioned, there are five numbers starting from minimum, quartile 1, quartile 2, or simply this is equal to the median, quartile 3 and maximum. Those are the five numbers. Based on that, I simply explain this example last day in the class, how to find the skewness based on these five number summary. It helps a lot. So this is kind of the quartiles that we have: first one, second one, and third one. This is the mean, and this is the maximum. So based on this, you can see minimum right here, maybe two, yeah, minimum right here, let's say maximum right here, and first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, q1, median, or q2, q3. These are, as you can see, in like they are in very converged area. So if I draw the distribution, it's gonna be uh, it looks like this, because more data points uh, converge to this area. So this is, as you can see here, this is a tail this side, because the gap between this one and this one, and also these two, if you compare the gaps, here it is, this value is 10, this value is 20, this is 69, and this one too. So the gap between these two is 8, gap between these two is 49. So you can see definitely this is going to be the tail. So this is the tail, side of the tail is right, so this is for sure right skewed distribution. All right. Okay, this is the actually this is the easiest way to find out this shape of the distribution if you have five number summary. So it is just a one usage of this five number summary, but later in this course we will go through some other uh, things that we can use five number summary. All right. Okay. uh, so let me erase this. So this is the graph, this is the histogram, and in this histogram you can see based on the data, they haven't given any data here, only the final number summary. But if you check this, if I draw my curve, it looks like this. So again, it shows that it has a right skewed distribution, right skewed shape. All right. Right. I think last day I a little bit talk about this minimum and maximum. Minimum and maximum is a number of observations in the data set. So by taking the difference between maximum and minimum, we can find the range. As I mentioned, maximum and minimum, they are observations, and either one or both of them can be outliers. So range is affected by outliers. So range is not a resistant measurement. However, there is another measurement we use, which called interquartile range, or IQR. Here IQR we calculated by using quartile 3 and quartile 1. We simply take the like the range, we simply take the difference between those two, Q3 minus Q1. This we call IQR, or interquartile range. Thing is here, the thing is uh, Q2 or median, Q3, Q1. I explained you last day, Q2 is the median. So median is a resistant measurement, right? What are these Q1 and Q3? Q1 and Q3 are again medians. Q1 is the median of the first half or lower half, and Q3 is the median of the second half or upper half. Okay, so again, these are medians. All of these three, they are medians. So since they are medians, they do not they are not affected by outliers. So based on this calculation, IQR or interquartile range become a resistant measurement. Okay, this is not a resistant measurement. But this one is a resistant measurement, right? It's the range. This example asks the range is a resistant measurement, or is the range resistant to outliers? So you all know the answers. Range, no. The reason is minimum and maximum, they are just observations. So observations mean it can be outliers. So range is not a resistant measurement. The next one asks IQR. Is the IQR a resistant measurement? Yes. Answer is IQR based on Q3 minus Q1, difference between third quartile and first quartile. So it is a resistant measurement. Okay, right. So when we compare these measurements, all the measurements that we talked about, we use two measurements to measure the center of the shape. Okay, center of the shape. Remember, mean, sample mean we denoted by x bar, median we denoted by simple m. Okay, since mean, this is the way how we calculate the mean, divided by a simple n. So this is not a resistant measurement, but median is a resistant measurement because median works with positions. So later we talked about standard deviation. Uh, just a few minutes ago we talked about IQR and range. So range is not a resistant measurement, but IQR is a resistant measurement. If you think about standard deviation, summation of simple as summation of x minus x bar squared divided by n minus 1 square root. So check this one here in the when we calculate the standard deviation in this formula, it has x bar, it has x, it doesn't matter about the sorry, sample size n, but x bar, what is this x bar? It is the mean, it is this one, it is the mean of the sample. This guy right here, mean, is not a resistant measurement. Since it is not a resistant measurement, this whole thing becomes a non-resistant measurement. So standard deviation becomes a not a non-resistant measurement. Okay, all right. So the thing here is, in statistics, although this mean right here, standard deviation right here, they are not resistant measurements, we use them a lot. The reason is they are calculated based on they are the calculations based on observations. So we can get more information using those two, although they are not resistant measurements. So in statistics we use them a lot. All right, in this exercise you have mentioned simply find the mean, standard deviation, and the final number summary. Okay, Find number summary, IQR, and range. Here, if you sort this data set, I think it is already sorted. So number one is sort, either ascending or descending order. So it is done. It's already sorted. So how do we find the mean? X bar, okay, equals summation of xi's divided by simple n. So you have to get the sum for please use calculators. Okay, this is just a I just want to show you how to do that. That's why I'm using these. That's why I'm writing this, but you don't need. Here 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 numbers. 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 numbers, so you can get this. Okay, you don't need to worry about the standard deviation. Still you can find the standard deviation using your calculators. So next one is, let's keep this find number summary aside for a moment. Let's find the minimum and maximum. So as you can see, let me use another color. Right, so this is the minimum and this is the maximum. So this is the minimum and this is the maximum in this data set. Okay, in order to find the minimum and maximum, you have to sort the data. Right, then you can find the range. How do you find the range? Range equals maximum minus minimum. This is 22 minus 4, which is 18. Okay, how do you find the IQR? Before you find the IQR, you have to find Q3 and Q1. Let's find out those quartiles. Here there are 11 data. So where's the middle point? It should be 3 here. Okay, it should be sixth one. 5 this side, 5 this side. So this is your median. Okay, the middle point of this data set. So median, simple M, is 8. So how do you find the Q1? Q1 is, in order to find the Q1, you have to consider this piece, left hand side data set or subset from the median, and find the middle value of that piece. Middle value of this one is 5. Same goes to Q3. Get the right hand data set or subset from your mean, which means this piece, and find the middle value of this piece, which is 15. Okay, now you have found this one equals Q2. So you have found all the values you need to move forward. Okay, so you can find number summary. Find number summary is maximum, minimum, Q1, Q2, and Q3. All values are calculated. Okay, so if you are using a graphing calculator, you can simply get all these values by entering the dataset. Okay, please try to find out how to get these find number summary and this stuff using your calculator. You can use the document that I sent you. If your calculator is different one, please at least Google it or find out how to use it. All right, so if you go to the stat key, if you are using stat key, things gonna be pretty easy. So you can simply pick the data set from here, whatever the data set, select using this drop down menu. Once you do that, you can see the right hand side of the screen. The right hand side on your screen, there's a table. It says summary statistics. In that table, they have given the sample size, mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2 or median, Q3. So these are the 5 number summary that you need. This piece right here. Okay, this piece. So everything is given. Everything you can easily get through this stat key, but unfortunately you cannot use a stat key in the exam, so please try to work with your calculator. But the homework questions, easily you can use a stat key and answer those questions accordingly. Right, summary here is about one quantitative variable. So we talked about center measurements, spreadness, how to measure the spreadness using standard deviation, range, IQR. Then we talked about 5 number summary. We did not talk about percentiles. Then we visualize this using a dot plot, histogram, some other concepts, shapes, if it is symmetric or whether it is skewed right, left, or simply bell shaped. Then we talked about resistance measurements. If we have outliers, then how these measurements work. Lastly, we talked about z-score. Okay, z-score, x minus x bar divided by simple s, z-score, standardized score, standardization. Okay,